Hello, everyone. Welcome back to What Businesses Need to Know Right Now. I'm your host, Nettie Owens with the Sapari Group, and today I have with me Alex Dalton. Welcome, Alex. Good to have you here.
And thank you guys so much for having me.
I'm excited about our topic today. We're talking about young entrepreneurship, being a young CEO, young business owner, and we've got a lot of questions around that subject. I want to tell you a little bit about Alex. He's going to blow you away when you hear all that he's done in his short years here so far. And we'll talk a little bit about how he's done it. So Alex is a standout academic, marketer, and entrepreneur. As we speak, he's still in school. And wait till you hear what he's done so far. He's 20 years old. He juggles the operation of his tech startup at Finfo, a digital marketing services agency, and an ever-growing personal investment portfolio, along with his education, and from what I understand, a pretty strong family life too, right?
We're trying.
All right,
Yeah,
awesome.
absolutely.
His passions include empowering the disadvantaged through financial literacy, the mission behind Finfo, growing and improving upon brands through effective marketing, and traveling the world to network with those who share a love of life, a love for life. I love that. So, welcome, Alex. Let's just jump right in here. So, the first thing that we're going to talk about, because it's near and dear to my heart, I'm kind of glad this is the number one question we're starting off with. How can young business owners, especially as you said, 20 years old, um, already well established with your company, how can young business owners leverage their mentors and professional contacts that might be just out of reach for them? What are your recommendations?
Well, I think this is such a relevant question, especially in the conversations that you and I have had in the past, because really my solution to this is meeting people just like you, Nettie, and finding people that you can click with that might be a little older than you, or they might be your same age, but people that are interested in the same things that you are. And networking is my favorite thing to do. Just talking to people, coming on here, being able to show my face, and hopefully get to meet a few more people after today is what really excites me and makes me wake up in the morning. So, my solution to trying to get after professional contacts who might be outside of your reach as a 20-year-old college student is really just putting yourself out there. For those of you that don't know, I'm a part of the Momentum Live group, and I attended the Momentum Live conference just this past year, and it was an amazing experience. My friends looked at me like I was crazy when I said I was going all the way down to Maryland from Pittsburgh to attend this conference by myself. But it was an amazing time. I got to meet some amazing people, and doing things like that, I think, is essential to being able to expand that reach, and obviously, of course, at the end of the day, improve your professional career.
I think that connecting with those outside of your like normal circle is super, super important on a number of levels. I mean, for one, you start to have perspectives that are outside of your own current trajectory, and you can get feedback, and you can get maybe some questions about, is this the I'm going to put this in quotes, right direction to go in, but based on other people's thoughts and experiences, they can kind of add to that fabric and make it more colorful. And I think what you shared just now is applicable at any age. When we're trying to connect with somebody who's outside of our regular circle of people that we are used to talking to, whether that be age or gender or professional group or socioeconomic group, or even just where they are in their business. And we might be intimidated, but you're saying just go ahead, put yourself out there, find the common ground, be willing to have conversations with people. And you did that. And not only did you come to Momentum Live, but you came as a scholarship winner. So, being able that's something, I'm just going to put a little plug in here, that we do offer for this particular program scholarships for any business owners under the age of 30. You can apply to our young CEO scholarship to attend this event. And my idea here is really to provide that mix, because I know as a younger entrepreneur that, the depth that you have as far as your contacts is just more shallow, just given the number of years you've been on the planet. Um, and sometimes it's hard to get access to those circles. And so that's why we put this scholarship together. So I think, I think that guidance though is applicable at any stage when you feel like you're not connecting, that you're only connecting with people that you know, who you are comfortable with, and in your current circle. So, and this is just in general. How do you feel entrepreneurs should approach partnerships with organizations that are outside of their direct market? I mean, what's coming up for you? Because we're talking about this expansion of circles and collaboration.
Yeah, personally, I think this is a really interesting question because the way that I approach this, I think may be different from the way some other people might. And I don't know that it would work for everyone, but really what I try to do is connect with someone on a personal level first, getting to know them, who they are, what their values might be. And that might be hard from quick 2-3 minute conversation, at a networking meeting. But I think just connecting, making that first connection with someone, grabbing their LinkedIn, social medias, whatever it might be, and then looking more into them and having future conversations and trying to find out just what they're about. And I think if you meet the right entrepreneurs, their message, their vision, and their personality will really shine through the services or the goods that they provide, because at the end of the day, that's what we're trying to help each other out with is, how are we going to have impact? That's one of my favorite sayings is impact over profit. The reason that we start businesses is to create value for the people that we're trying to serve. And I think when I find that, that's when I know I want to connect with someone, and that's where I start.
So first, forming that important personal relationship to see where you have common ground, then it kind of eliminates the other barriers that you might have about the difference, of all the different kinds of factors that we were talking about. Now we have that. Now we're all standing, eye to eye, basically. One of the ways that we've done this at Sapari Group is through the CEO Network, which is a place where you can just come in and meet other business owners. That is the criteria, that you're a business owner. and then that's it. We form deep conversations and relationships just right off the bat. No more of that 2 minutes and all of a sudden, you're moved on to the next person, but really getting to know them and finding the common ground, and then taking that conversation on to the next step on your own. So that's one thing. If you're interested in checking it out, saparigroup.com/CEO network, you can request an invitation to join us, which we'd love to have you. All right, last question, lightning round here, right? So what's your strategy, for rising above? And the reason I'm asking this is you have a lot going on. You're doing a lot. You're reaching your goals at a young age, and I'm sure you've hit some bumps. It's just normal. We all do. So, what have you done that's worked for you?
Absolutely. So just quick background, I am juggling so many things right now with school. I've met a period in my tech startup Finfo where I'm making a whole lot of progress very quickly. And I'm also currently in the beginning stages of my first deal as a real estate investment professional. So I just have so many things clicking at once. And when I meet a rut in one of them, it almost shuts me down on all fronts. So if, I have a contractor cancel on me, and then the next day I have a meeting with the marketing team for my tech startup, I'm all screwed up in the head. And the way that I try to rise above those ruts is by keeping people by my side who are my friends, like I said, establishing that personal relationship, but they're also professional. acquaintances. And those are the people that are going to keep me motivated, who are going to say, okay, I can send you a message, on Tuesday night saying, hey, can we get coffee maybe on a Thursday or this Friday and just talk about stuff? Because I'm kind of in a tough place right now and I maybe need some guidance. Having the people that are going to say yes to that invitation and also offer you, positive feedback is so important. And in my very limited experience, I have found that it's important to keep those relationships, because sometimes if you don't maintain them, then you can lose contacts, and that's never something that we want to do. At least in the field that I'm in, especially working in marketing, keeping people that are going to help you rise above, those moments where you maybe feel like you're hitting a wall are so important. And I'm just so blessed to have a great group of friends and partners that work on my businesses with me that have been able to do that so far.
Awesome. And a great reminder, especially the last part, just reaching out, right? Reaching out when you are having difficulty and asking for that circle of friends to come around and give you the support. Really important. I'm just drawing a blank, who said you're the sum of the 5 to 7 people you spend the most time with. So surrounding yourself with great people. Perhaps they can recognize when you're having a challenge, or even if they don't, you can ask for that support. Thank you so much, Alex. If people want to get in touch with you, find out what you're doing, perhaps connect and collaborate, what should they do?
They can go visit myfinfo.com. So this is where my financial literacy platform is currently running. We are in the beta stages. We worked with California University of PA last semester. We'll be working with a few more this semester, and we've got a lot of things brewing, and I would be very excited to share more with anyone who's interested. So go ahead and you can visit MyFinfo, sign up for our newsletter, and I will get all your information and be able to get in contact with you. So thank you guys so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Well, it's always just such a pleasure to talk to you, Alex, and to hear what you're up to. And you have a lot of great wisdom to share about what's worked for you. Some messages that we could all be reminded of and put into practice on our daily on a daily basis. For those of you who are listening and have enjoyed this presentation, I would invite you to take out your phone and text the word freedom, FREEDOM, to 411321. What you'll receive is our guide, How to Succeed in Business, the Proven Path to Business Success for High Achievers. We can't cover it all in this quick 10 or 15 minutes, but we can give you what you need if you send us a message, and we're happy to connect there. So take care, and we'll see you next time.